Greetings and welcome to our Essence of Serenity YouTube channel.
And a special welcome back to our OEOS tribe. In today's video, we will be talking about something that we said that we would actually do a story time on in our very first video, which is a story time on how we met, and we'll actually provide a link to that video. So as you can tell by the title, we will be talking about the story time of the day that my sweetness proposed to me. So did you want to go ahead?
Before the act actually took place, I already had it predestined on how I wanted to do it. And it had to be original. It had to be in a way to where, for one, because I know my twin flame, and because I know she can go off my frequencies, I had to do certain things in a way to where it's like, what's up? Because I don't want to be that dude to where I got to hide stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like lying. So my whole thing is, how can I do this in a neutral way to where she'll never see this coming? It has to be epic. Even though this is on my Earth Day, this is going to be our day. It's just that she don't know that.
I did not know.
She did not know. And the only person that I could reach out to that I knew that can give me the information that I needed, because I covered all bases. A lot of the stuff, the location, how I wanted it done, who I was involved in, whatnot.
The ring size. The
ring size. And that's what I was going to say. The only problem I had, the only dilemma was getting the ring size. Because I'm like, okay, I can't find any rings of hers, so I can't use that. And then if I did find one, I don't know if it still fits. So it's like, I need to find one. As far as what I'm saying is, you could have had a ring that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Because I did gain a little weight at the time, and I thought maybe that's what you was hitting there.
No, I wasn't a little petty. I wasn't a little petty. I was talking about as far as like in this current moment, like, okay, I want to make sure it actually fits. You know, snug fit. So fast forward.
So who did you go through?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get into. That's what I was getting to. So fast forward, we went to this particular restaurant, and we really vibed. Like, we resonated with the location. And I'm like, you know what? The culture and everything, like, this is definitely where I want to do this at.
And I'm just thinking we just out eating.
Yeah, I just taking it out, treating her and whatnot. And I'm like, once it was all made up, said and done, after we got done eating and whatnot, I was like, okay, so this is definitely going to be the spot. So let me hit up her sister. Because I'm like, okay, I don't want to rush this, so I want to take care of all bases before this actual day occurs, because my Earth Day was coming in a matter of, what, how long was it?
And I'm shaking my head like, I know the details, like, yep, I remember that. But you probably, I would say maybe, I can't remember when, maybe like
was it a few weeks? Yeah, it was a few weeks.
Yeah,
I want to make sure I wasn't rushed.
Because we hadn't even been living together that long by the time you proposed, so it wasn't like it was like a month or so out. It may have been 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So I called her and I'm like, okay, this is it. You are the only person that I can talk to about this, because I got to make sure she does not see this stuff coming, and I need So I need for you to take her out on something casual and get her ring size. And I want you to be out. I'll let you figure out how to do that. But I need for you to get her exact ring size, so that way I know. Because I already knew what ring I was going to get and everything. So I was like, okay, I just need the ring size. Exactly. So I told her, and she set it up to where I'll let you tell that part, because I wasn't actually there for that particular occasion.
So me and my sister actually got married 6 months apart. So we were actually, I think we were trying on bridesmaids dresses for her wedding. Her wedding was coming up. And so me and her was in the dressing room. This was before the other girls got there. And I think she was helping me get into my dress. And so she was like, I need you to try on my wedding ring, because I want to give you and all the girls a ring as a gift. And I thought that was odd, because, I mean, I know you typically get your bridesmaids gifts. A gift. But I was like, a ring? But I didn't want to say anything because it was her idea. But it felt awkward putting on someone else's wedding ring. So I hurry up. I put it on like that. And I was like, yeah, it fit. So in the end, we ended up having to get the ring resized like twice.
Twice, yeah.
Oh, but no, which was weird, because I actually was gaining weight around that time. Mm-hmm. But we ended up having to get it resized twice. So that's the story behind how he got the ring size.
Right.
Yeah.
So fast forward to the actual day of, and then, okay, let me rewind, because there's there are a few items, key items that played into the actual proposal and everything leading up to the actual moment. So I came across, because like I said, I had to think of something original to where this would be unique and of my own essence, and something that when she felt it, she was like, she would know. So I came across these two silver fortune cookies. So as it turns out, it was at an Asian restaurant, but this Asian restaurant was like an actual Asian temple. So the setting and everything was perfect, even the vibes. So by getting these two fortune cookies, I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to this restaurant and I'm gonna speak to the manager. I don't want to speak to the assistant manager, none of that. I need to talk to the manager, and I need to know if you're gonna be here on this day to make sure everything that I got implemented goes smooth. So I talked to the guy and I was letting him know that I'll be proposing to my baby mama. Not baby mama. To my twin flame, and this is what I need. I need for pretty much after we get done eating, everyone gets done eating with the hibachi and whatnot, y'all start clearing things out. I want y'all to do the typical thing with the whole happy birthday, and while you bring in your whatever you bring out as far as y'all's tradition, birthday desserts and whatnot, I want you to include rather these two silver fortune cookies. And inside these fortune cookies was Will You Marry Me? Of course, I wanted to just put it in one, but I wasn't too sure which one they mixed it. Exactly, so I put it in both of them. So he told me, okay, no problem, I'll be here. And as the day came, I called him up just to make sure. And he told me that, oh, I can't make it, but my other manager is there to actually I told him everything about it. So I got up there a little early. So while heading there, she's trying to figure out, like, why am I rushing there?
Right.
Like, I was like,
no idea, because he loves to be on time. Me, I used to be like that, but I don't know if it's the older that I'm getting. Not to say that it's due to my age, but I don't, majority of the time, I won't make it on time. But also, y'all, before he finishes, stay tuned until the end, because he actually did an actual video footage that he put together of the actual proposal. So you will actually see the actual proposal. But yeah, I was like, why are you rushing? Like, it's your birthday. You can be late. Man, I always tell him, had I known that he was gonna propose, I would have been like, I'll drive and get us there on time, like telling everybody get out the way. I'm all like, take your time, it's your birthday. You could be a little late. We don't have to be on time to everything. And you probably was like, if she only knew. I had no idea.
Of course, I told her, like, okay, on this day, I want you to wear this particular type of Asian blouse and whatnot, not knowing that it was contributing to the actual proposal itself. So I get there, and of course, while everyone is chopping it up, I'm over there going to this assistant manager, making sure he heard everything that I told the original manager, and making sure everything was set up, everything was in place. And that was actually said, it was funny because some of them were actually giving, I'm talking about the workers there. Of course, they thought it was romantic, and they were giving it away, looking at our table so much. And I'm like, okay, y'all need to fall back or whatnot. I get it's a birthday celebration, but I don't want her to peep
too much attention to make
a question, because she owned that. Like, when she feels certain.
If I feel you watching, I didn't feel that day. For one, I had an eyelash that was irritating me that night. But that's one thing I didn't catch on that I typically will catch on is if I feel that it's attention on us, because I have to fill out and see what kind of energy is that. But they didn't give it away. Even when, I think you said when I got up and went to the bathroom, because you were about to propose, remember? And I went up and I got up and I went to the birthday. I mean, not to the birthday, to the bathroom, because you said they were about to come up.
Yeah.
And I got up, but you said, didn't you say as I was walking to the bathroom, like some of the girls, you thought they were going to give it away?
Yeah, because they were holding their phones already and whatnot. And I
didn't even see that.
You see, I was like, man. So when she came back, I'm like, okay, perfect. So when they came out and actually did the whole happy birthday rendition, I'm thinking, okay, this is the actual moment. And prior to that, I even had those who were there that were not necessarily questioning my judgment, but I knew what it was all about, because I knew I already had it made up in my mind.
They didn't want you to marry me.
They did, yeah, exactly.
To marry me.
They did not want me to marry this woman because of who and what she is and what she brings out of me. As far as the better aspects of anything outside myself that would be due to what I implement within myself. So in other words, like we were truly equal. And she was actually the very influence that took me out of a very dark place at the time. Well, prior to us actually meeting, she took me out of a very dark place that I eventually was aware of what was really going down. And it's because of the light that she has within herself that related to the light that I had within mine. I was like, yeah, this, what I feel from her, what she gives me, the reassurance, the lack of any doubts, like she's the one. I don't have to doubt this. And she's the first woman that I ever went through actually proposing to the extent to where I know, like, this is it.
The same with you. I couldn't see myself saying yes to somebody that it's hard to explain, because it's like, don't get me wrong, we go through the typical things that people go through, and that's not just talking about just the marriage itself, but like, I can't explain how, like, when I say that he's truly my best friend, he truly is. Like, this is somebody that we can sit up in the living room and watch TV all night. We can talk about crazy stuff. We can go and hang out and go from store to store, and we just having a good time. It's not from the most extravagant things that we've done to the most basic things that we've done. Like, I don't feel like, oh, I have this person in my space and I need my time away. Like, I truly feel like he is literally a part of me. So I don't see him as, oh, this is my hangout partner. Like, right. This is a separate person from me. If I'm making sense, that's why I say it's hard to explain. But yep, I did not see. And because we moved in together the beginning of June, and you proposed July 30th. And me, I prefer to live with the person, even though he's the first guy I live with. I preferred it to be that way so that we can get a feel for each other. And which I already knew when we moved in together we would be good, but I didn't feel like I had to pressure marriage down his throat. Like, it's kind of like I already knew we would eventually get married when the time was right, but I did not see the proposal coming because it was his birthday.
Right. So. And I figured that would be the perfect day to where it's like, okay, she definitely won't see this coming. She won't see it coming. And
Monisha, because me and my sister were close. So I was like, why didn't you tell me? You'll tell me other stuff. And she was like, I'm not about to tell you about your surprise proposal. So
yeah, so she stayed faithful to the oath that we made within that moment. When I went to that bathroom and called up and said, this is what I need from you and whatnot, she was completely on board. And she knows I appreciate that. But yeah, without her, it would have been, I would have figured out some way. Yeah, even if I had to buy one of them ring measurers and slid it on her finger while she sleep kind of thing, I would have figured it out. But that would have been that would have been an obligation to where it might be compromised. So I'm like, okay, there's no better way to do this than with her sister, especially for the occasion of why they went out in the first place. So yeah, in the video, when y'all do watch it, you won't hear what I'm saying because I mean there was so much going on in the background, noise and whatnot. But my wife, she can tell commentary, right? Everybody putting their 2 cents in. All that mess. Look. and I could tell on her face, like, she was completely speechless. Shocked. She was shocked.
Yes, because I was telling my sister to record for me because I can't say my battery was low. I think at the time I had an iPhone and I was horrible with clearing out space. So I wanted her to record them singing happy birthday so that I could have it. Then I had the eyelash going on. So when he gave me the, what you'll see in the video, when he gave me the fortune cookie, I was like, okay, they gave him 2. Maybe he want me to eat this with him. So as I'm looking at it, mind you, the eyelash, and I see it, I was like, I was like, oh.
That very moment, that I will always cherish that moment, especially looking into her eyes and what I felt from that. Because it was just a constant reminder. You know how certain tragic things happen to where they say your life flashes before your eyes? Like, I believe in those type of phenomena. But this was of the opposite. It's like everything that I've always envisioned that I wanted to have with a soulmate and actually with my actual twin. Flame. It happened within that very moment. From the children that we have, all that. So, but yeah.
So, like we said, stay tuned because coming up next will be the actual footage of the day that my sweetness proposed to me. Since we won't be coming back after the video, we want to go ahead as always and give a very special thank you to those who continue to support us. And I have to say this, like when it comes to especially our mom and our friend Megan, like the support in the comments that they leave, like I don't know if they know how much that means, but it lets us know that they're watching, and then we know that other people are watching. So to the new subscribers that we've gained from the last video, to the likes or whatnot, we truly thank you all. And as always, we will be back next time.
May peace be with you.
Alrighty.
Happy birthday to you, old man. Happy birthday to you, old man. Happy birthday, dear old man. Happy birthday to you. Make it don't break. You want to make a speech? Oh, y'all sharing fortune cookies. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Oh, ain't that We can't hear you. Say yes, girl. Say yes. He's getting mad. What did she say? She said, yeah. We wanted to say something. We ain't I was going for the first hand that came away, you know. Whoa.